Hello, this is Shankar, and today I would talk about the luminary sun and moon and a particular aspect of sun and moon. It is always said that sun and moon together, Amavasya moon is bad, और अगर सूर्य चंद्र साथ में हो तो अमावस्या का जन्म है तो बहुत खराब होता है. And such kind of things are there. But let's understand, and I debunk all that. I do not believe that Amavasya Janm is a problem for anybody, because if you look in the south, Amavasya is considered to be a very good day, and in north, Purnamashi is considered to be a very good day. So it is it is not right to say that anybody born in Amavasya will have problems. But what could be the problems if sun and moon are together? Let's understand, these two are luminaries. Sun is the king of the solar system and moon is the queen of the solar system. So if the sun and moon are together, the king and queen are together, there is no reason why that particular house will not shine, or why the shine will not be there, because ultimately moon gets its light from the sun. And when moon is very near to sun, it gets combust, so people say. But then sun has its full light in that particular house. So sun and moon together it is not bad. And I've seen a lot of horoscopes of very rich people who have got sun and moon together. So sun and moon together is not a negative at all. But let's understand, what is the negative when sun and moon are together. What happens is, it is good for the person who is sun and moon together, because it creates a personality which is going to rise. Moon is a very fast moving planet. So as moon gets away from sun, and nothing, your horoscope can never be taken as a stationary horoscope. Moon is moving and moon will go ahead of sun. So the person progresses in life and there could be a little delay in progress. Moon is all about movement. So, the movement of the person may be restricted initially, not in physical sense, but in the sense his rise, in terms of the way he rises. There could be a little delay in that. Moon is liquid. Moon is your blood. It's not blood circulation. It's blood circulation. It's not blood per se. Blood per se is ruled by Mars, and blood circulation is ruled by moon. So the blood circulation could be a little problem. Moon is your mother. So, there could be issues, it's a karak of your mother. There could be issues with your mother. She could have a tough life. She could not be well. When the dasha comes, those things could be there. So whatever, certain things of moon get afflicted when moon is with sun. And you have to also see in which degrees it is there. If sun is behind the moon, it lends a kind of a kingly approach to moon also. It gives a kind of a fillip to moon. It makes moon actually, bright. It imparts its qualities to moon. And if moon is behind sun, it makes the king a little emotional. So that is what happens. And then you have to see the depositor of sun and moon. If the depositor of sun and moon are there only, the horoscope becomes very strong, because the dispositor of sun and moon is there. The house totally becomes very strong. Sun and moon are friends. Moon has no enemies. So sun and moon and the depositor also there at that place, it lends a great amount of strength to the horoscope. I've already told you moon, what are the negative things which can happen when moon is behind sun. It is movement, it is liquid, it is your throat, it is your mother. Those kinds of things, the live things could get affected. But moon nevertheless doesn't become malefic unless until by lordship it is malefic. But there is no house which is really a malefic house or a benefic house. Each house has its positives and negatives, and therefore each planet also has its positives and negatives, because life is not black and white. Life is about the grey colors. So that's it. And if the depositor of sun and moon is in the 6th, 8th and 12th, there is a problem. Then the whole this whole combination becomes weak. But Sun and Moon depositors in fifth and ninth, it becomes very good. It also creates a flip to it. So this is how you have to see the combination of Sun and Moon. But don't debunk an Amavasya born person. Basically, I've seen Amavasya born person with the depositor of Sun and Moon being there or well placed. The people come up and do very well in life. They become writers, they become authors, they become the advisors to kings. They are into politics in terms of public relations, communications. Those kinds of things are excellently governed by Sun and Moon. It gives a personality which is different. It gives a strong personality to the person. So these kinds of things actually happen when Sun and Moon together. The person is Amavasya born, and a lot of things have to be soon rather than the old dictum that is Amavasya born. There is a problem. Please don't go into that. I thought I will make the short video because there is a lot of misnomer regarding Sun and Moon being together and Amavasya being a bad day, and people see the horoscope and say, "Oh, Amavasya born is bad." So that is not the case. Few things it is negative, which I have told you, but that also you have to evaluate with seeing a lot of other things. But nevertheless, Sun and Moon together actually is positive. It gives you a persona. It can make you rise very high. I mean, Dhirubhai Ambani had Sun and Moon in Sagittarius, and he reached at great heights. So that's it. So Sagittarius is a sign of war. A person has got the tendency to fight, and when Sun and Moon is together there, it made him fight. But of course, there were health problems, etc., which were also due to Sun and Moon. Nervous system, etc., which are also because Sun and Moon. And the depositor of Sun and Moon was deplicated. Jupiter was in the second house deplicated. So that's how you have to see things and understand each planet the way it is, rather than going into some kind of dictums or some kind of formulas. And astrologers who do formulas have got experience, and they see other things and use the formula and tell you. But that's because they don't tell you the whole thing. And even with experience, I have gathered a lot of things which I can see and rattle out, and which is right. So that's it. But Sun and Moon together is good. Please don't debunk it. It's a king and queen together can never do bad. They are good. And let me explain you here how to, by the characters of Mahabharata, you can actually understand all the planets. This is not a part of this video, but since I'm talking, I'll explain you this also. Sun is like Lord Krishna. Moon is Draupadi. All the characteristics of Draupadi will be with Moon. Arjun is like Mars. Arjun is like Mars. Then Dronacharya is like Jupiter, the Guru Dronacharya, who he had a lot of streak of ego, and he wanted to even fight, but he was a learned man. That was Dronacharya. And Mercury is like Karan. He was very strong, but he was deceived, and he knew and did a lot of childlike things, that he gave his kavach, he gave his kundal in the name of Dan. But he was a strong person, a strong personality, a fighter. And Mercury is like Karan. Saturn is like Duryodhan. Be very sure about it. Rahu is like your Shakuni Mama, the person who did the dice and who actually was the Sutradhar of Mahabharata. And in fact, if you see, he had a very important role to play in Mahabharata. And Ketu is like Vidur, the person who was learned but was born in a very peculiar circumstances, illegitimate. So Ketu is like a learned person, it's like Vidur, who actually told the Mahabharata to Dhritarashtra. And that is how I think I've covered all the planets which are there, which of various characters. And Venus is like Shukracharya or like can call it like Dhritarashtra, whose eyes were blindfolded. But Venus is akin to Shukracharya, and Dhritarashtra, whose eyes were folded, I mean blinded, who was a who was who was a very wise man. He had strength, but he was blind, and he had Gandhari with him, who was actually wisdom, but wisdom was blinded by the desire. So that is what somewhat Shukracharya also shows because it's always with the Rakshas, and it has a combination of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. I mean, Dhritarashtra was a blind person with too many desires, but had the strength, had the desires, and he had with him a wisdom of high order by Gandhari, who chose to be blind because she could not, she could not control the desires of her husband. So you have to take them as a unit. So I've told about sun, and I've told you about moon, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, and Ketu. So that is how you have to see these planets. So sun and moon are very important. Sun is like Lord Krishna, and moon is like Draupadi. So they are both very important central characters of Mahabharata, and that's how moon is like a planet which moves fast. It is deceptive. It takes the characteristics of the person where it is placed. It is chanchal. It is all kinds of things are related to moon, and moon is very important. That is why it also governs our mind. It governs our thoughts. So you have to see moon in a very practical way, and the Chandra line should never be not taken into consideration, especially when you see transit. It is the mind which makes you to do a lot of things, makes you do what is there in the chart. So in transit, I always take moon. So please do take moon and ascendant together and try to find a vector out of it. So that's what it is. So I wanted to explain you about sun and moon, and I hope you understood it. You can, if you have any queries, you can WhatsApp me 98187 and but be specific with your details. That is your date, month, year, place, time. I mean, that is very important. If you don't have that, please do not write to me, and be specific on a query rather than tell me your entire chart or I want consultation. This is a hobby for me. You send it to me. If I have the time, I will answer back to you. And this is a hobby and a research from me. So you can always write to me also. You can WhatsApp to me on this number also, but precisely. And thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you.